Hey, what's going on there, YouTube? This is your host, BLD, coming back with another video. And today, I like to do something always a little bit different. And I like to talk about new iPad Mini 6th Gen accessories and what you need to supersize your iPad Mini and make it supercharged and better than what it currently is. And I've got mine a couple of days ago. I freaking love it. It is my powerful little mini tablet I use for work, and it is amazing. I like it because I have that in the 12.9 inch and they both work well together, but it just got released. It's a new iPad, it's a new device, and like always, you always need protection for your new stuff. It's small, it's mini, it's petite, and it actually fits in your pocket. And that's why I recommend this protective case I got off Amazon for $5 right now, which it covers the front and back, and it does a little bit of both. It's just kind of like your typical Apple case itself. It's see-through in the back, so your Apple logo will still remain in back. It has magnets that fold up to its typical triangle, and it snaps on itself. It's a fabric soft touch. It's soft plastic on the back, and your iPad snaps into place kind of like as shown, and it's not super hard. It's like a soft plastic, and it's not super durable, but it's not protected from drops, and it offers the wake up when you open up the case itself, the front of it, and how it folds and bends. It bends in the back, and you can still see your Apple logo even with the case on, which a lot of cases don't offer that, but this one does. Like I said, I picked this off Amazon for about $5, which for a newly released device, it's a steal, and it has nothing on the side, so you can place your Apple Pencil on also. Like I said, it folds and it stands up just like that, so you can put your Apple Pencil still on it and still have a charge without any issues or concerns. And like I said before, it folds reverse to adjust, so how you can adjust it. I'm not really a super big fan of that. That's just me. But personally, I don't like how there's only like one angle when you fold it. Like the magnets on the back are fairly weak and they don't really stay super long. So I'm not really too much of a fan of this. This case, I mean, for $5, you can't really beat that. But personally, myself, I'm not really a fan of it. I mean, I don't like cases that are kind of bulky. This is a little bit slim. But after owning my current iPad 12.9 with the Magic Keyboard, I like the magnet keyboards themselves. I mean, magnet cases themselves. The iPad Mini 6 has magnets on the back. It does not have the smart connector, but it does have magnets on the back to hold things in place or keep it on a case. And there's only, just because it's a new device, there's only a couple cases out there that actually offer that. And comparing this to the iPad M1 12.9 inch, which I currently have, you can see it's like a small shrunk down version of it, and comparing the front of it, and you can see it literally looks about the same, just a smaller shrunk down version of it, which I actually like. And with your new iPad Mini, I recommend getting an actual USB hub. I like something like this where it plugs in. It looks like it's actually part of the device itself. It doesn't stick out like a tail. This hub is made for the iPad Pros, but it will work with the Minis. You have your headphone jack, HDMI, USB-C, USB Type-A. You get all the ports you need because you have the USB-C port, so you get all the pros that come with it. Also, you can pick these up for about $35 off Amazon, or you can buy an actual dongle itself, which I'm not really a big fan of, just because it just hangs there and just looks all depressed and sad. I'm not really a fan of that, just because if I have it in my arms and stuff, it just dangles and it's loose, and it could potentially damage the USB-C port depending on how much stuff you have plugged in. But with this thing, I like it. The other, I don't. And let's move on to the next one. And Today I have the Z Top Up case itself for the iPad mini. I picked this up for about $17 off Amazon, and with this I'm a little bit more impressed. I'm an actual huge fan of this, and this one is actually held together by magnets itself. As you can see in the case itself, you have no side rails or anything that holds it to it like the first case I showed you for $5. It's a little bit nicer, it's a little more cleaner, and it makes your iPad look like an iPad Pro with the keyboard case also. This one, you don't have any of the rails, it's just held together by magnets because, like I said a little bit ago, the iPad mini 6th gen actually has magnets built into the back of it, so it can support different accessories and different things with it also. And just watch it just snap on just like that. You know, it's just like magic. It's almost like the Magic Keyboard. But the only downside about this is it does not wake up once you open it. So if you close it while your iPad is on, it doesn't go to sleep, it still wakes up. But it's a small price to pay for a case I actually like, and I do recommend this one overall. And there's magnets on the bottom of the case itself, so you can adjust it in several different angles and it'll stay in place compared to the first one. I mean, as you can see a comparison between both the cases, you can see they almost look identical. It almost looks like a shrunk down version of the iPad M1 12.9 inch with the Magic Keyboard, just as shown. From every angle, it looks just like a smaller version of it with a Magic Keyboard, which I'm a huge fan of for that. But the only bad side is if you open up the case, it doesn't wake up, so you have to do that manually, which is my only gripe. But with that, you also get magnets on the bottom of it to hold the iPad in place, which I am a fan of. Because just like shown, because it won't move or readjust, because the magnetism in it will keep it nice and snug in place. It holds onto the case fairly well, but it doesn't hold up as strong as the 12.9 inch. But I do like this case. I am a huge fan of this, and then this will be my daily driver for my iPad going forward while I keep it in my pocket or my book bag. I like this case. I recommend this for only $17, and it's a new device that came out, so your options are quite limited for keyboard for cases in general for this thing. I do recommend this one. And you can't forget about having a gaming controller also. I'm an avid streamer and gamer itself, so I have an Xbox controller around with me at any point, and with cloud gaming becoming more and more popular, all you have to do is sync your controller to it, play some cloud gaming, Google Stadia, just like that, and you're good to go. You can play some Resident Evil on the go, Red Dead Redemption, Grand Theft Auto, or any other AAA game that supports cloud gaming on the go with your iPad mini, compared to carrying around a full-size laptop. So I'm considering that a major win in my book, just as shown. This is just a small snippet of me playing Resident Evil. After I beat the game, it's just the DLC, and then this is the extra side story to it also. But just an example of what you can do with the Xbox controller and cloud gaming. And you can't forget, also, this is the the 8-bit Mini 02 controller also. I mean, if you also have a small iPad, so why not combo it with a small actual game controller also. You sync it just like the original Xbox controller as shown, but I mean, look how cute and neat this controller is. I love it. I use it for anything on the go, just for the small cute factor to it. I mean, it is a little bit cramped compared to the original Xbox controller, but it works almost as good, and I recommend this. I mean, just put it in your pocket and just go with it. I do like it. I recommend it. And with that, I am a huge fan of it. I would recommend it. And I use it for some old retro games I have for my iPad. Some Mario, Pokemon, Zelda, Metroid, F-Zero, and anything else in between. I can play with that. and it's quite pocketable, just like how this iPad is quite pocketable also. And this also brings me to my last point. A glass screen protector is always a perfect thing to have. I always have a screen protector on every device I have. I always make sure it's tempered. With this, I got a 3-pack off Amazon for about $8, which you can't really beat, because why would you go to the store, pay $40-$50 for the same thing? For one, we can get a 3-pack for about a fifth that price, so I recommend that overall. And just in case if you drop your device, you have extra protection with a case and a screen protector to make sure your couple $100 device is protected in the long run. I do recommend that, and I recommend everybody doing that. And you can't forget, the last thing you need is an Apple Pencil, because it's an Apple Pencil. If you like drawing or taking notes, I recommend that. I recommend a USB-C hub, a game controller, a case, a screen protector. I recommend all that, and those are my recommendations for you. For if you get a new Apple iPad Mini 6, these are what I recommend and what you should go with. I'm your host, VLD, signing out. Subscribe to my channel, smash that bell, and like it.